So for this video, we have a special guest from Jamia Millia, and this video is about Jamia Millia Islamia, and we will be talking about architecture from Jamia Millia Islamia. And Mariam is our special guest for this video, and she will be talking about everything related to Jamia, whether about the intake of Jamia and what are the experience that she got while being in Jamia. So let's continuing to the video. Hello, Mariam. So first of all, I want you that you should introduce yourself to our viewers. So anything about you?
Okay, so hi. First of all, thank you for having me on your channel. I'm Mariam Siddiqui and I'm a student of architecture. I'm currently in my 4th year and I'm studying in Jamia Millia Islamia University. Yeah, so that's like a little bit about myself. So I've been in Jamia for like 4 years now. I just completed my 4th year. So I've like spent a lot of time in this university, and I'm really glad that something like this is happening. Like you're doing this video because I remember when I was starting my college, I looked up. I tried searching for something about Jamia, something about architecture in Jamia and architecture in other colleges, and I couldn't find anything. So I'm really happy that you're doing this, and I'm glad to be a part of this.
So the first question from you is that what is your experience in Jamia? So being in Jamia college and studying about architecture, so what's your whole experience about studying architecture in Jamia?
So I think architecture in Jamia and architecture in general is overall very time consuming, sometimes intimidating, but overall a lot of fun. So it is like I can speak for my college because I don't know about how it goes in the other colleges, but it is a very absorbing course. So if you are going for architecture, if there are any people who are thinking of starting college, starting architecture, then I'd just like to inform them that this course is going to be your life. So this can't be a part of your life. Architecture for me, especially as a student of Jamia Millia Islamia, my entire life revolves around this. So it is overall a very absorbing course, and my experience at Jamia has been a lot of fun. So I can't imagine doing this much hard work for anything else, because at the end of the day, I think it pays off, and at the end of the day, I think I'm happy with what I'm doing.
So the next question from Mariam is that what is the whole procedure to get into Jamia, whether it's about counseling and what are the examinations that you have to go. So can you tell our viewer about this, like what are the examinations that we have to go on, and what is the counseling procedure involved to get Jamia?
So first you have to have the basic eligibility, जो भी 12th के minimum required marks होते हैं आपके boards में, that has to be there. उसके बाद the first thing you have to do is you have to apply for JEE Mains Paper 2. So a lot of people confuse this with JEE Advanced, but this is actually a different paper. Mains वाले दिन ही B.Tech के लिए होता है JEE Mains Paper 1 और उसी के बाद B.Art के लिए होता है JEE Mains Paper 2. So you have to apply for that, but उसके साथ साथ you have to apply for Jamia also. Like Jamia का आपको अलग से form भरना है. So exam जो है वो JEE पेपर 2 से ही होते हैं, JEE मेंस पेपर 2 से, बट आपको जामिया का फॉर्म अलग से भरना जरूरी है टू अप्लाई इन जामिया. एंड देन आफ्टर यू गेट योर JEE मेंस रैंक, JEE मेंस पेपर 2 की रैंक, उसके बाद यू हैव टू अपीयर फॉर द काउंसलिंग इन जामिया मिलिया इस्लामिया. तो जामिया की वेबसाइट पे जनरली ऑनलाइन काउंसलिंग होती है, लिस्ट्स आती हैं. सो देयर इज द फर्स्ट लिस्ट, द सेकंड लिस्ट, जनरली 6 to 7 लिस्ट्स आती हैं.
What is the name of the website?
You can go to jmicoe.in और उसी से एडमिशंस की दूसरी वेबसाइट खुल जाती है. वहाँ पे सामने ही यू हैव दिस कॉलम फॉर एडमिशंस, तो यू कैन क्लिक ऑन दैट. और इनफैक्ट BR फॉर B.Tech के लिए अलग से एक पॉपअप आता रहता है, B.Tech/BR एडमिशंस. यू कैन जस्ट क्लिक ऑन दैट एंड इट विल टेक यू टू द B.Tech BR पोर्टल. So Jamia is among the highest ranked colleges in India for architecture. In fact, generally top 4, top 5 में रहता है Jamia. So you have to aim for a higher score. So I mean the higher the better. But generally, so I checked with my juniors, और इस साल I think the last ranks that got in were around 4,000. So you have to have like a pretty good rank. और हर साल ये चीज़ जो है ये rank कम होती जाती है. So you have to keep that in mind कि अगर इस साल 4,000 रैंक वालों को मिला है तो हो सकता है नेक्स्ट ईयर 3,700 पे ही खत्म हो जाए. So I think the year I got in 6,000-7,000 रैंक तक मिला था शायद बच्चों को. But every year the competition is getting tougher. So you should aim for, as high as possible.
So I think that answers the question. Like if you want to get into Jamia, so these are the things that you require for getting into Jamia in architecture. So the next question from Mariam is that what are all the perks of studying architecture from Jamia? So is it advantage like you study in a very big university such as Jamia and it's centrally located in Delhi? So what do you think? What are the perks of studying in Jamia?
So I think the biggest perk, hands down, is the reputation. So if you are a pass out from Jamia Millia Islamia, आपको नाम से ही जनरली जॉब मिल जाती है. सो जामिया का आर्किटेक्चर फील्ड में जनरली द नेम इज सो बिग एंड द रेपुटेशन इज सो गुड that employment opportunities are much better. Now obviously that depends on your individual portfolio. हर person to person वो vary करेगा, but generally the students of Jamia get a benefit because of the name of their university. So that's what we've observed. Then the second, I would say, like as you mentioned, the location. I mean, obviously it is in Delhi. So Delhi and we have students from all over the country, and we have students from abroad also. So I forgot to mention in the admissions question. So there are reserved seats for foreign students and for NRI students. So we have a good diversity because like in my class there are students from Kerala, and there are students from Jharkhand, and there are students from Rajasthan, and there are students from Kashmir. So there are people from all parts of the country in your class. And so this diversity really helps. और आपको इतना ज़्यादा इतने culture से you get introduced, so that's really beautiful. And other than that, I mean, now we don't know what's gonna happen when after in this post-pandemic era.
Yeah.
But for us, we used to have trips every year, so that was a really big thing for us. हमारी हर साल कहीं ना कहीं ट्रिप जाती थी. So the first year used to be North India, the second year used to be somewhere in the west, generally Rajasthan or Gujarat. The third year used to be Kerala, or somewhere in the south, not specifically Kerala. And the fourth year used to be in the northeast or eastern regions of India. So you got to travel a lot, and you got to experience architecture. You don't just read about it, you see it, you feel it. And then another perk would be the food. So the canteens are really good.
There are many
And the
canteens
people-
in university, I think. Like
Yeah.
you have a really big campus as well, and you have
Yeah,
your
the campus is
uh, even you have indoor stadiums and out like a big sport facilities also available. So if you are into
yeah,
sports
we
and if
have
you are other curriculum, I
yeah.
think it's the best place.
Yeah, so the campus is actually amazing, and we often take it for granted. But we have pretty much everything within Jamia. We have hostels, we have gyms, we have a huge sports stadium. We have courts for every possible sport. Not every possible sport, but you know what I mean. And yeah, we have a huge campus, and we have great libraries. You'll find excellent books there. And yeah, so you have like departments for everything. You have scholarships. So there are need-based scholarships, there are merit-based scholarships, there are merit cum means-based scholarships. So those are also pretty good options. And then you have social work opportunities also are there. And the people, obviously the people are actually the best part of Jamia. I don't know why I'm listing this last, because this is definitely the best part of Jamia. So the people are beautiful, the diversity is beautiful. You get to meet people from so many different cultures, so many different religions, so many different places. It is beautiful. You make friends from every walk of life. So that is one of the best things about Jamia.
So the next question from you is that what is the fee structure of Jamia, and is there any reservation in Jamia? Like if you are enrolling in Jamia, so is there any privilege that like a person get, or is there any reservation, any kind of reservation is there?
Okay, so talking about the first part of the question, the fee structure. So Jamia mein we have basically two sections, you can say. So the first section is the day, and the second section is the SFS. So day is the one that has the lower fees because of government subsidies and everything, because of it being a government university. And the SFS is the self-financed school. So I mean, the only difference is the fees, because the teachers are more or less the same. I mean, sometimes it can happen that teachers for day are different and teachers for SFS are different, but more or less the facilities are completely the same. The building, everything is the same. So the biggest difference is the fee structure. So for day, it is, I think, I'm not sure about this year exactly, but it is roughly around 10 to 12,000 per year. And for SFS, it is higher, but still lower than most private colleges. So it is 80,000 per year. So I think it's still better compared to the private colleges which have fees in lakhs. But yeah, that's like up to every individual person to decide what suits them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was about the fee structure.
And what is the total intake?
So the total intake, yeah, so 40 students are taken for the day batch, 40 are taken for the SFS batch, plus 2 NRI, plus 2 foreigners. So that's 44 for each. So every year 88 students are taken. Okay, so that was it about the fee structure. Now talking about the reservation, there's a certain reservation for Muslim students, and then usme bhi further there are categories. So there's reservation for Muslim women, and there's reservation for Muslim OBC. Like obviously this is like a minority institution, so there is like a certain benefit to people from the categories that are that have the reservation, but that doesn't mean that there is no diversity, because even with that reservation, the crowd that comes into Jamia, that is very filtered. Like even with that reservation, the cutoff jo jati hai, even like categories ki bhi jo cutoff jati hai, that is pretty high. So reservation से भी like the overall crowd जो आता है, जो बच्चे actually पहुँचते हैं जामिया, वो generally वही होते हैं that the people who don't really care about these things. They care more about their studies, they care more about education, their own education. So you can't just think that if I am a Muslim, or if I am a Muslim OBC, if I am a Muslim woman, so then I'll just get into Jamia. You still have to work pretty hard.
And one more thing that I want to discuss with Mariam is that like there is a false image about Jamia that there is a lot of minorities in there, and it's not having a diverse culture. So is it like that? What do you think about it?
Yeah, so that's a great question, and I'm really glad you asked, because इस तरह की बहुत सारी बातें आजकल आती हैं, and you get this impression. But I'd just like to tell everyone and every single viewer out there that the image is completely false. So obviously there is like a certain benefit at the time of admission because of the reservation, but uske aage there is no there's no dominance, there's no majority kisi ek group ki, because there's a lot of diversity and people are there from every every social background, every cultural background, every economic background even. So there's like जितना misconception है कि एक community के बहुत सारे लोग हैं और कुछ problems होती हैं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. So I advise everyone not to fall for that and to come to Jamia and experience it for yourself. So even if you're thinking of taking admission, you can just come to Jamia, you can just visit Jamia once and have a look around. Obviously post the pandemic, please don't step out right now. But just come to Jamia and visit the campus and meet the people and see for yourself the diversity and the beauty and the friendship, the love that exists there.
So the next question from you is that what is the placement? Like, is there any placement cell in Jamia which help you, or is there any connection of alumni that help you to get placed?
Okay. So for the Faculty of Architecture and Acoustics, we don't have a placement cell. But I think there's like a certain advantage in another thing. तो हमारा curriculum ऐसे होता है कि जो हमारा last semester होता है, the 10th semester, that is actually the internship. So in a lot of other colleges, I think in like IP University, in even SPA, I think, I'm not sure, but in many different colleges ऐसे होता है कि the internship is in the 8th or 9th semester, and then people come back to college. But actually in Jamia, when you're done studying, when you're done with your thesis and everything, uske baad you go for your internship, and once you complete your internship, you're done with college. So generally internship ही absorb हो जाती है in your placement. So like for the people who perform well, and even for the people who perform average, ऐसा नहीं कि you have to really excel or something, but generally the interns, they get a placement offer from the companies where they're working. So where they're doing their professional training, where they're doing their internship, तो जनरली वहीं पे वो अब्सॉर्ब हो जाते हैं, सो दैट पोजेस अ बिग एडवांटेज फॉर देम दिस करिकुलम, दैट इवन दो प्लेसमेंट सेल नहीं है बट लास्ट सेमेस्टर होता है इंटर्नशिप, सो उससे फायदा हो जाता है.
So Mariam, can you share your portfolio with our viewers?
So yeah, I'd love to. And so like a little bit again about Jamia. So for the 4th year, we have group work mostly. So all the design exercises, so we have urban design, we have housing exercises, and you know, then we have interior design studio, we have landscape design studio. So in subway, the actual designing and everything, all of that happens as a group work, क्योंकि ये चीज़ें बहुत extensive होती हैं. So I'd like to share some of these, and I think I'm going to share my housing and my interior design portfolios. So this is our housing design portfolio. So we did this as part of this semester, the last semester of the 4th year, which was our 8th semester. तो इसमें हम लोगों ने housing किया था. So this is like a little bit about the site analysis, you know, the site evolution over time, existing site sections, existing site photographs and everything, surrounding areas. So like now starts the actual design. So this is the concept. We actually went ahead with the concept of promenade. So like this sheet basically outlines the vision and you know the challenges that made us reach this vision. And then this is sort of the structure plan and how we went about the massing, because that is like the structure plan is one of the very initial steps you have to do at a project of this scale. So the structure plan and the zoning, and then you can see like the massing and how we divided the zones and how we went about bringing the masses. फिर उसके बाद एरिया चार्ट है इसमें, लाइक टोटल ग्राउंड कवरेज कितना है, नंबर ऑफ ड्यूज कितने हैं, हमें बायलॉज के हिसाब से एंड दिल्ली मास्टर प्लान के हिसाब से हमें सर्टेन रिक्वायरमेंट्स मिली थी. इतने % MIG देना है, इतने % HIG देना है, देन एडिशनली 15% EWS देना है. सो ऑल ऑफ दोस थिंग्स आर कवर्ड. So this sheet shows the master plan and like the typologies and everything, and then we have the enclosure sections and shadow analysis, basements, and then this is the landscape plan, and we sort of outline what all plants and trees we'll be using. And then these are some details of the landscape that we designed, and then you can see some views on the left, and then this is how the services will reach the blocks. And these sheets are about the individual blocks, the different types of buildings that we're designing on the site. So you उन सब के plans and उन सब के views हैं, and then these are like the sections of the buildings and the overall site. And then we have like what we've done on the facade, the architecture controls, and these are the views. So that was it for the housing portfolio. Now I'd like to share my interior design portfolio. Yeah, so this is our interior design portfolio, and we were given the theme casual dining restaurant, and the site was like to be chosen by us. So this is again the something about the site and what brief we got and what all users had to be there, what all users we had to target, and the SWOT analysis. So this sort of explains the theme and the favored objects that we initially decided कि हम ये सब कुछ use करेंगे, and then it shows all the patterns and textures and colors and furniture and the materials obviously. So this is like the floor plan and the ceiling plan, and then these are some sections that we designed, and yeah, again sections, and then these are some of the like area plans and the views, and then again the plan of the certain seating area and the views of that area. And that's it.
So Mariam, it was a nice portfolio, and the portfolio have a mix of interior as well architecture. And thank you so much for being here and sharing your wonderful experience about Jamia, and even sharing your portfolio. And thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. Bye.